I've made over 480 videos. You shouldn't have to do that. That's too much effort. You should be able to see results from your content marketing with way more efficiency, effectiveness, and speed. Don't get me wrong, my content has proven profitable. I've made plenty of money. It's taught me a lot of skill. I'm a better business owner as a result. But it's energy expensive. There's a lot that goes into creating good content, and it can make you tired. I've suffered that exhaustion, and I am currently upgrading the way I do content to better serve me and serve you. One of the frustrations I have felt in my content creation journey is this feeling of giving away my content for free. Hard-fought wins, difficult lessons, of complex concepts. I just give it away. I explain the answers. I give you the course. I lay it out in steps with free downloadable templates and software tools. I just give it to you. And again, I really don't mind doing it, but everything has to have a balance. And I think I've overstepped. So if you share in this frustration, if you know where I'm coming from, this video is for you. In the last video, I talked about putting so much effort into content and getting no or low distribution, low impressions, low engagement, and the social media platforms don't do the best job of giving you the data you need to improve the content. These social media algorithms can be a beast because on a whim, they can change the model and successful content yesterday becomes useless content today. However, we both know these social media platforms aren't stupid and these algorithms aren't broken. In fact, the algorithms are highly tuned, very complicated mathematical formulas designed to hold people's attention. So if your content has gotten any distribution, if it's gotten any engagement, you're on to something, but you have to know what you're looking for in order to make it better. Let me use my YouTube channel as an example. Here we are. I've got 36,000 subscribers. I've made 480 some odd videos. Maybe your platform, you've got a larger viewer count. Maybe you've got a smaller viewer count. Maybe you've got more followers. Maybe you've got less followers. Less important, let's follow the process here. What we want to know is what the algorithm says is the best content on our channel. Here on YouTube, you can click videos and then click popular. And it will do literally that. It will sort by the most popular videos on the channel. Let's learn some things here. There are 12 videos in front of us with the view counts of each video. The first question is, what is your most popular content? And we're going to do some math to figure that out in the coveted consultant example. So let me go up just a little bit here and find some data for us. We've got 36,000 subscribers. We've made 483 videos, and the total channel has received roughly 1,600,000 views. That number is going to be important in a minute because we want to know which of these videos has contributed the most to that overall view count. Let's do some math. The top 3 videos on my channel are how to start a consulting business, how to find consulting clients, and how to get web design clients. With 548,000 views, 134,000 views, and 51,000 views, when you total up those 3 videos, you get 733,000 views. So if we take 733,000 views and we divide that by the total number of channel visits, which is roughly 1,600,000 views. That means the top 3 videos on my channel are responsible for 45% of the views on my channel. 3 videos represent almost half the view count on my entire channel. Let's lock in this first point. As difficult as the algorithm might be, it is showing you something. Whether you have a little audience or a large audience, people are finding you and your content for a reason. The social platform you use, whether it's LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or some other, recognizes your presence for a certain strength. There's something good about what you've been doing on that platform. And as a result, that platform is sending people to your content. Let's be honest about what you've got right already. Now let's dig into a second point. Let's go back to my YouTube channel and look at those top 12 videos or so laid out here. Given what the algorithm is saying back to us, I should make more content like these top 3 videos. That's useful up to a point, but I run a coaching company. I don't make these videos just so I can have high view count. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm trying to help people solve specific problems. And the best way I help people solve those problems is through specific, expensive coaching services. And speaking of coaching services, what does Alze Calhoun offer? Which one of these videos clearly explains what you would get from Coveted Consultant if you were to make a purchase? Does Alze Calhoun sell books? Does he offer a coaching program? Does he do one-on-one services or group services? Does he offer events? Which of these videos makes an offer? The answer is very, very few. I said earlier in this video that I've gotten frustrated about giving away my best expertise online for free. But that's exactly what I chose to do for years. I just kept teaching and teaching and teaching and teaching and explaining and explaining and explaining and explaining. So few of these videos say, here's what we do at Coveted Consultant, and if you'd like to buy that, take this action. I'm owning this mistake. This is not an algorithm problem. This is a strategic breakdown from the business owner. But let's understand this point. Going to the other extreme and just screaming about your offer over and over again isn't the best approach either. What I'm saying is your body of content should respect the decision-making process of your potential client, which looks something like this. I'm sure you've seen a sales funnel before. You may refer to it as a buyer's journey. They mean the exact same thing. What we're saying together is that your best client goes through a decision-making process in order to become a client of yours. And I believe for coaches, consultants, experts, advisors, the know, like, trust format is the best way of seeing the funnel. Your best client needs to know who you are. You should be relevant to them. You should exist in their world in an elegant way. They should like the approach you take. The way you go about solving problems should resonate with them. And then they need to trust that the approach you take will create measurable, quantifiable results for them. They trust that you can change their situation for the better. Every piece of content doesn't need to cover every section of this funnel, but every piece of content needs to cover at least one section of this funnel very specifically. And the totality of that content makes people comfortable knowing who you are. It makes people comfortable liking your approach, and it makes people comfortable trusting the approach you take to solve a problem for them. The big mistake I've made over the last 480 videos is I just kept creating like content. I kept explaining my approaches over and over again. Do you like this approach? Do you like that approach? Do you like this approach? Do you like that approach? And it worked up to a point. The know and the trust factor was in the content somewhere, but it wasn't as loudly called out as it should have been. How do I know that? Because when it was time to make a buying decision, people wanted to know a little bit more about Coveted Consultant. As a company, what is the company focused on? What kind of people does it generally help? What's the 3-month, 6-month, 12-month horizon for working with this kind of company? And then given that macro understanding, I was getting very precise questions. And so how does that relate to me in my situation with the exact challenges I'm facing? And can these problems be fixed precisely in your environment? My overall content approach was structured better. Those conversations would be better. They'd be faster, both for me and the prospective client. The good news is you don't have to create 480 content pieces, and it doesn't need to cover 80 different categories. There's 3 basic broad categories, and now your focus becomes how to speak clear and confidently inside those 3 buckets.